everybody! Today I'm going to start working on the chicken coop's watering system. We're going to put a rain barrel back there and it's just going to be automatic. It's going to collect water from their roof and then it's going to go into, I haven't decided if we want to use the nipples or the cups. We have both of them, and when they were younger, like when they were in our house still, we used the little cups where the weight of the water fills it up. But they would, you know, jump on top of those and poop in them, and so we bought the nipple ones, so I think that's probably what we're gonna try, and then if that isn't working we can go back to the cups. Anyway, that ideally is what's gonna happen, and I'm about to start working on that right now. Also, our electricity went out last night because there was a bad storm. There's a ton of people in Nashville who don't have electricity, so we're not going to be getting it back anytime soon. So hopefully I can figure out exactly what I need to do with either a handsaw or my jigsaw that I have that's battery operated. And other than that, we should be good to get everything done. All right, let's get started. Okay, first things first, these are our rain barrels. We got these for free on Craigslist. We got 3 of them. Problem is they're white, so I have spray painted this one black. I'm actually going to spray all of them black. I just have only done one, and I'm going to do one rain barrel project at a time, so I'll probably paint those at another time. So I'm going to grab this and bring it over by the chicken coop. And the reason that we have painted this black is because we don't want any light to get through and cause algae problems in the water. We just want it to be as clean as possible for the chickens. There will be a little filter system, and it's going to be behind their coop, so it's always in the shade. So hopefully between being in the shade, under cover, and being black, we can prevent all the algae problems. All right, I think I have everything here that I need. These are parts of our other water system that we had when they were chicks with the little cups. I'm going to disassemble that but use those parts. I've got like this pot with holes in it. This is Mosquito Screen. Just a variety of things, and I'll tell you along the way what everything is for. But first I'm going to take this piece. It's 3/4 inch, and it's going to drill a hole into the rain barrel. And so I'm going to put this pretty low down here. That's where the water is going to come out and go to the chickens. So this is going to be my filter, if you will. I saw someone do this on YouTube. I will see if I can find that video to link to. I actually need like 2 of these, but anyway, I'm gonna trace the bottom of this and then make this circle a little bigger, and then I'm gonna cut that part out. Okay, actually there's a change of plans. I'm gonna use both of these. Basically, I'm gonna cut a piece of Mosquito Screen and put it in here and then sandwich these together so that this catches all the leaves and then the mosquitoes can't get into the actual water. So I'm gonna trace that bottom. Basically, I want this to sit in here up until like right there. Here is the circle. I drew arrows to the one that I actually need to cut out because I had some issues, but that one is gonna sit right on the inside of this lip so that this can just sit all the way in there. We'll see. Okay, this part's gonna be tricky. I have to get this piece all the way down at the bottom down there and stick it through from the backside. The problem is that it threads in there. So I put some tape around this stick, and I'm just gonna stick this on there and see if I can get it in there a little bit. I mean, if I can get it down here a tiny bit, then I can just pull it with some pliers or something, so we'll see. I'm gonna try to screw this on. Don't forget this ring. some sealer around the edge because I think there's a hole right here, but I can't tell. Anyway, it would have been better if I put this on first, but I didn't think about it, and it's as tight as it's gonna be now, so this is gonna have to do. Okay, that's where the rain barrel is gonna go. I have these concrete blocks stacked up, and I'm hoping that that's gonna be wide enough for the rain barrel. The bottom of it's kind of bowed right now because it just had gotten so filled with hot air. So hopefully we can figure out a way to like strap it down or something, and that will be like 16 inches off the ground. I think that'll be enough to let the, you know, the thing will go out, and then the water will be a little lower for the chickens. Before I move this over there, I'm going to put the water hose in here and just rinse it out and make sure that we don't have any obvious leaks down there. All right, so just rinsing it out right now. So far, it doesn't seem like there's any leaks. Obviously, the water is coming out because it's not hooked up yet, but around the edges, it doesn't seem like there are any leaks. And there were some kind of water in there that I think had just leaked in there, and so I just really want to rinse it out pretty good because it had a funny smell, but nobody's ever put anything in these barrels. They were brand new, so hopefully it's just some like old water in there. All right, and while that's draining, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the mosquito netting. So I only need about a square that will fit in here. So I'm gonna cut it as wide as this is tall. I just cut a pretty large square. So it'll go like this. Perfect. It's nothing fancy, but it's gonna keep the mosquitoes out. That's what we want, just like this. And then just like that, we have a seal. And when there are leaf buildup or debris, I can just take this out and empty that out. I can take these apart and just spray it out to like clean the mesh out. And the PVC pipe will go in here that's collecting the water. So this part is done. The next part is going to be placing this where it's going to go, and then figuring out exactly where the pipe is going to go for the chickens, and then it'll be the time to install the roof stuff. Right now I'm trying to get the configuration right. I actually decided to go with the cups because the height that we can make it isn't high enough for the nipples, which I do have right here. If the cups are a problem, we may figure out a way how to use these, but we'll use the cups right now. This is going to be the side over here where the water's being fed, and so that's where this contraption is going to go. It'll go through the chicken wire, and I'll have to adjust it accordingly, but I do know that there will be a cup here, and then I'll put PVC pipe, a cup, and then I need to cut one more piece. So we'll go something like this. Okay, so there'll be a cup here, there'll be a piece of pipe right there I have to cut, and then cup, pipe, cut, and then that's where it'll get connected to the rain barrel. I am not going to use any glue or anything. I'm just going to push it together really tight, which is what we did when we had this connected to just a bucket. So I'm going to cut that, attach all these really tight, and then I have one of these that I can put on here, and then I have somewhere I just have the metal. For the rest of it, I have this galvanized hanger strap that I'll just attach in all the different places to keep it really tight and keep it from moving like this. I just attached the PVC pipe. I was able to find more of these 2-hole straps, so I just used all of those. I'm going to put some screws in the wood so that I can just take this whole thing over to the chicken coop and install it, and then I'm going to figure out how to attach this to the rain barrel. I may need to make some cuts and add new pieces, so we'll see. So I need to actually cut this piece down a little more, which is annoying because I have to use a handsaw. I need to turn the rain barrel a little further so that we can kind of turn this exactly in the direction that it is going. And then I'm gonna cut a perfect piece to fit right there into both of them. And then I'll squeeze them together real good, and maybe we'll put some water in here, see if it works. This is what it looks like on this side. It's almost perfectly even. This is just facing downward a little bit. So I'm gonna have to cut that down or get it pushed in a little further. So I'm gonna measure. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make some snips so this can fit right inside of here.